set up a lot of conversations around mug clubs and membership groups and segmentation when it comes to operating through even operating through normally through GoTab. What does that look like in terms of how you have that conversation with other brewery owners and taproom managers?
Operators are afraid to leave the points-based program behind. And I'm going to go back to this guy I was talking to recently, with all the people collecting points and not spending them. I think I'm going to relate this to the sunk cost fallacy that, all these people have invested all of this time and money, but if they're not redeeming it, what do you do? Do you force them? Do you just start forcing them to get a free beer from you,
Mm-hmm.
once a visit, or what do you do? I think that it's great to acknowledge that loyalty. It's wonderful to have that community and have that group of regulars, and you're just stacking wooden nickels on the bar in front of them to the tune of a dozen or 2 dozen eventually. And if they don't want to redeem it, that's their prerogative. I think I'm going to just go back to, there is more value of recognizing a segment of people. And, if they want to pay dues for a mug club, which a lot of, especially standalone and small breweries do, that's really cool. You got the mugs hanging behind the bar on the hooks with the, people are buying beers for each other. And I would like to bring that up too, kind of as a tangent. I love seeing when I go into especially small breweries, there's that board up on, it's a chalkboard, and it's like Taylor bought a, IPA for Doug on 10-7 or whatever. And I think that's really cool. I think that sort of stuff is more endearing, and it not only are you creating community with the customers, they're creating community with each other. And there's more value in that, in my opinion. And I think as an operator, as a business, you can jump on that bandwagon and not force people that don't want to collect points into doing so just to be in the club. Why not just let them spend the money that they spend? And,
Yep.
Again, look up from your clipboard and manage your business. You don't need to sit in your office and look at data to know that Doug comes in 4 times a week and buys, 2 or 3 beers every time he comes in. I think I wrote this down in my notes that, everybody wants to live in an episode of Cheers. You want to walk into a bar and the bartender sees you at the door and says hello. It's a good feeling. There's a couple of places that I go to where, I'm just a known entity, and it's like, hey, how's it going? We're out of your favorite beer today. How about you try blank that's similar to it? And that, for my nickel, when I was running breweries, that's how I wanted them to be run. I wanted people who were regulars to be recognized for that.
Mm.
I didn't want to create a culture of value shoppers. This is the Groupon thing again. If somebody's coming to you just because you're giving out a discount, I don't feel like that is indicative of the quality of your product. So I don't think a culture of value shoppers adds any value to your business. And I think overall with loyalty programs, that's the question. The constant question is, are you creating value or are you transferring value? And that's kind of a technical esoteric thing to think about, but are you just transferring value, in some insignificant way from one person to another, or from yourself to a customer, by offering them 1/1000th of a penny or 100th of a penny back on every dollar they spend or whatever. But or can you create value for yourself by encouraging them to come in, whether it's points